Alrighty, well, welcome potentially immediately back, everybody, for peeps who were with us for the previous one. So we are now on here on Metroid Prime Remastered. Metroid Prime in general is one of my very most favorite games ever. So I was very, very excited for when they dropped the remastered one here for the Switch, which does have some significantly improved visuals, which I'm really here for. Man, she's so cool. And something I'm also just really lit for is just having like the original main menus back, because the music is so good. For example, the main menu theme here is a bop. We have in fact already beaten this before, as we have with most things that we stream here, but I'll just let it go a little bit here. So this is our one that we finished, which I leave so that way I can like do some of the last fights again. But we'll start a new game on the one that we did too. We don't go too hardcore here unless we're trying to prove something, so we are just gonna go ahead and go on casual here. But as people may have seen an accidental preview of at the end of Jedi Survivor, because my overlay did automatically update, even though I wasn't trying to the Metroid one here, where I've got the little Metroid hatchling hanging out on my head. Fucks me up how it just looks so fucking good compared to the original. Like, even the Prime Trilogy one, like, this just looks so much better. Where's my visors? But can I scan my gunship? No. Okay. Also, just like the dual thumbstick aim is just so much more intuitive than what the GameCube had going on in the original. Like, honestly, I'm not entirely sure which I kind of prefer. Because what is kind of neat is you actually can switch the control scheme. So you can use the pointers from the Metroid Prime trilogy. So, like, your right arm becomes her arm, like with the arm cannon. You can do the original GameCube one. I'm not exactly sure what the hybrid does. Like, I mean, I can read it here, but I don't really know, like... Oh, the motion controls for aiming. Gotcha. But... we're going to continue with dual stick here. Do just tend to find that a bit preferable. As per usual, we scan everything. So wait, does it keep my scans from my first playthrough? It does. That's good to know. So something else that's kind of neat is when you do hit and like hold down the power beam button, like it does a 3-round burst like it does in the Metroid Prime Hunters game, which I thought was just kind of a neat touch. Though, oh god, I'm not sure how many people besides me actually played Prime Hunters. Oops, dropping my little Joy-Con there. Morph ball. And yet I still instinctively scan literally everything I see. Wee. Ah, she looks so fucking cool. I'm a big fan of the like little environmental hazard portion of the like the environmental hazard scanner on the left side. Having the heads-up display like so like intuitively worked into the fact that like you're literally looking through her visor is just it's such an immersive and cool aspect to me. Scan visor, best visor. Oh, you're a normal pirate. It's like, why didn't he die that quick? It's because he wasn't already dying. Down we go. I like how Desi calls it death and things too. That dude got chewed on. Always save just in case. Man, she looks so cool. I love the music in this game. Parasite Queen. Actually, let me read it through. Morphology. Parasite Queen. Parasite female. Genetically enhanced by unknown means. A weak spot has been detected in the creature's mouth. Use your auto-targeting to acquire this new target. Scans indicate the presence of a potent mutagen, origins unknown. Creature exhibits the ability to fire weapon-grade blasts of energy from its mouth, a trait not present in the standard parasite genome. It appears the pirates have begun bioengineering program, with considerable results. Welcome back again, Stargazer. And goodbye, Parasite Queen. Right into the reactor.
Evacuate immediately. Evacuate immediately. Evacuate immediately.
Sorry guys, don't have time to play it with you. Whoops. Where am I going? Okay. No, come on. Oh my god, the original came out... Holy shit, I want to say 2002? The remastered one, though, literally just came out this year. Why do you ask? Ridley. Grapple beam. Why oof? It's still a really, really good game. Ah. Downgraded to power suit. Oh, that's valid. I mean, again, like, this is the remastered version for the Switch. Like, I only played the original, like, one time. The controls made me get really dizzy, so I couldn't really get through the original. I ended up playing the Prime Trilogy version for the Wii. That's so funny, that disparity, because I've played, I mean, I've played way older games than that. God, Talon 4 looks so pretty now. I do indeed want to save. Never can tell. I mean, sure, but that doesn't really hold back from playing, like, older games and stuff. I just... the lighting is so good. The town 4 is just so much prettier than what it used to be. Like, the rain always kind of flipped off her visor. Not it reacting to me being under the tree. because it's not even flipping off my visor or on the arm cannon. But when I walk out and into it, so it always flipped off the visor back in the day, but like it didn't run off of like her armor or the arm cannon. So like seeing it actually do that is really fucking cool. It's the little things. I mean, that's valid. Kind of depends on who you talk to, because I mean, like, for me, I've definitely played plenty of games from before I was born. I think the first game that I ever played was at least the first game that I can remember playing was the Spider-Man game on the PS1, which I think came out in 2000. And I have played like the original Metroid from like the 80s and stuff. These things are blast caps. Blast cap. Volatile chemicals within this weed's toxic fungal cap may explode if agitated. The poisonous flesh of the blast cap helps keep it from being eaten. It also detonates its fungal cap when it senses even slight contact. I believe these are zoomers? Yep. So this is a zoomer. These are also present on Zebus and things like that. Zoomers anchor themselves to walls and other surfaces, avoid contact with its spikes. A basic nerve center is located directly above the zoomer's mandibles that detects nutrients. Sharp spines protect it from casual predators, but the lack of a reinforced carapace makes the zoomer vulnerable to any indirect attacks. Like my beams, for example. This is a Geemer. Wall-crawling mollusk with retractable spikes, the Geemer is an evolutionary offshoot of the Zoomer family. When threatened, it extends lethal spikes and retracts its head deep into its armored carapace. I can't kill those without either the missiles or charge beam, which I have neither right now. Sap sac. Chemical reaction within the sac produces violent explosion when agitated. Because of its irresistible odor and sweet nectar, the sap sac was nearly eaten out of existence. The evolution of an explosive chemical sac saved it. Now, only brave or ingenious creatures dare to devour it. No, for real, I love the scan visor and like the amount that it like tells you about each creature. Beetle. Burrowing insect with a resilient carapace. Extremely aggressive, this insect's massive mouth enables it to tunnel through solid rock at high speeds. Above ground, beetles can cover short distances rapidly, and they attack anything that moves near their lair. Stone creeper. Ground vines that leach nutrients from the moisture that collects on rock faces. Like, I like how one of, like, Samus's, like, key traits is that she's just, like, very curious. Like, I can big time relate to her in that way. Up we go. Not for real, I mean, I partially have the Tism to thank for that, but no, like, I am, like, very curious. Like, I'll just scan anything I can get my hands on. So we gotta work on getting all of our upgrades and stuff back. The history of the Chozo stretches back into ancient times, so far into the fog of the past that we know not where our ancestors came from. One thing is clear, however. The Chozo who colonized Talon 4 made a conscious choice to eschew a civilization of advanced technology. We Chozo choose to live in harmony with nature, Guided by the providence of the universe, we believe we will spend peaceful days here and plan to leave our words from time to time. I mean, Metroid Prime is one of, like, the gaming greats, honestly. I do love, like, pretty much every Metroid game, but, like, this is one of my favorites, because, like, it keeps very heavy Super Metroid inspiration, and, like, translating that into 3D like this is just, it's so good. That humming sound that you might be able to hear there is what it sounds like when there's an upgrade close. Because there actually is a missile tank in that tree, if I remember correctly. I can't get to it yet, though. There's a blast shield on this door blocking access. Analysis indicates that the blast shield is invulnerable to beam weaponry, but explosive weapons may damage it. There's an energy tank up there. Yeah, we don't want to go too far that way. Morphology. Scarab. Exploding parasites that can embed their bodies into solid rock. Scarabs think nothing of sacrificing themselves for the safety of their swarm. When a hostile life form is sighted, they block progress by bending themselves into floors and walls. Embedded scarabs violently self-destruct when threatened. Morphology. Ion. Immobile organisms entirely composed of ocular tissue. Capable of launching sustained energy beams when active, the ion is sensitive to light and will close shut if a bright flash ignites nearby. Such as my beams. Ouch. They can only be destroyed with either a charge beam, though, or a missile. Which, again, we have neither right now. War Wasp hives. Primary War Wasp dwelling. Only vulnerable to heavy weaponry. War Wasps build their homes over existing crevices, using whatever materials are close at hand. They carry building fragments back to the construction site with their forelegs and glue them into place with adhesives secreted from their abdomens. Chozo script translated. Many long years have passed since we Chozo first took root in this land. The passage of time has always been a source of fascination to us. It is the belief of many Chozo sages that the truths of the universe hide within the tumbling currents of time's flow. Even as we search for answers there, however, we find illumination in other, unexpected places. We know not how the ability has come to us, but recently many Chozo have begun to sense things beyond the realm of ordinary perception. Strange sights and inexplicable sensations flood our minds, filling us with visions. We take this growing ability to be a sign of our burgeoning harmonization with the infinite. Perhaps, finally, the universe's secrets are becoming known to us. Is it a missile tank? These are war wasps. Airborne insect equipped with venomous stinger capable of shearing steel. The war wasp rarely strays far from its hive unless it's pursuing an immediate threat. It attacks with no regard for its own survival, dive bombing its enemy with stinger extended. Fast-working toxins from the stinger can incapacitate most small organisms. But we are no small organism. And also clad in Chozo power armor. Sorry, replying to a message there. I have not played the Legend of Spyro series. XCOM I couldn't really get into because like I really don't like most turn-based games. But the Legend of Spyro is definitely one that's on my list. It's just kind of hard to get my hands on. Another blast shield. Morphology, Tangleweed. Plant life with basic sentience, retracts into ground if threatened. Tangleweeds are only dangerous to small organisms. They are covered in tiny barbs, designed to trap potential meals. Tangleweeds lack the strength to do anything more than hinder larger life forms. The water here is also toxic at the moment, which my little sensor there tells me. I forget what these guys are. Plasmite. Small insect capable of storing and releasing thermal energy. Plasmites are attracted to sources of heat, thriving on the energy present there. They emit light when hunting and will expel small bursts of thermal energy when threatened. Try not to kill them, because they do emit the light needed to see through here. And here we enter another boss room. IIRC, this is the Hive Mecha. Yep, Mechanoid, Hive Mecha. Security unit programmed to work with predatory hive dwellers. A design flaw makes the shielding on the Hive Mecha weak around the access ports. These units are second-generation combat drones, able to interface with organic units at a higher level. They train, shelter, and work with hive-dwelling predators. Unarmed, they rely on their hive beasts to handle any threats. Watch our danger sensor on the upper left. Our enemy motion tracker there kind of tells me where they stop, so I don't have to just endlessly spin with them. Close. Easy peasy. But yeah, no, the Legend of Spyro games are definitely ones that I really, really want to play. And, like, especially just because Cinder. Missile launcher get. Now we can clear those blast shields. I mean, you're not kidding. Cinder's amazing. And our first energy tank. Can go no further this way though, because I do not have the morph ball yet, but we'll get that next. Excuse me, Mr. Bug. Ah! Come on, buddy. I don't want to hurt you. Now we can also get through this wall, which hides yet another missile tank for us. What are you LOLing? Map station. Damn it. If I remember correctly. If I remember correctly, this is what leads us to... Yep, the morph ball. Sandstone wall. Need morph ball bombs to get through that. Now we fight the big one. Ah! Morphology. Plated beetle. Well-armored burrowing insect. Vulnerable only in the rear abdomen. The creature's thick cranial plating can repel frontal attacks. This gives it an advantage in combat, allowing it to make ramming attacks. Only surfacing when it detects vibrations above, it then maneuvers itself so as to always face its rival, keeping its exposed abdomen protected. Come on. There you go. Down you go. I mean, you're not wrong. Bug Tango. I like how when in the power suit variant of the morph ball, like the energy in the center is a bit more like yellow orange than it is like blue when she's in the Varia suit. That'll do. Shriekbat. Shriekbat, territorial clinging dweller. Goodness, territorial ceiling dweller. Body temperature peaks at 121 centigrade. Shriekbats have high internal temperature, making them easy to spot with thermal imaging. They roost on cave ceilings while hunting for small prey. Fiercely territorial, they dive bomb anything that wanders near. What's really cool is all of these are also enemies from like the original Metroid games. I can't get through there because that is a lava room. We don't have the Varia suit yet, so we are going the right way for now. Reaper Vine. Powerful rock-dwelling tentacle. A single eye upon the Reaper Vine keeps constant vigil, but its vision is limited to 10 meters. A scythe-like appendage on its tip is honed to lethal sharpness. The Reaper Vine will swing this blade wildly at anything that enters its zone of perception. You can shoot it in the eyeball, though. Here goes another one. Can you tell I've maybe played this game once or twice before? Oops. Should be all four. That'll do it. What's funny is I technically can't actually get up there, but I know how to open the door before you can. Because I don't have the morph ball bombs yet, so I can't actually get up there. But at least it's open for when we can. Always save just in case. Don't want to get in the water. Yeah, I know the door can't be opened with that weapon, but there were creatures. Ah. Can I be here? Yes, okay. Oh, it's gonna hurt. Oh, okay. Here's another one. That'll do. And there's our charge beam. Joseph's script translated. Disaster struck suddenly. We had a vague, dark foreboding, and it became truth. A meteor appeared from nowhere, casting a dark shadow of debris over the land with the violence of its impact. Its destructive force spent, the fallen star burned itself out rapidly, and the incident should have faded into memory, but the meteor brought with it a corruption. A great poison burst forth into the land, a strange energy that clawed at natural life with a ferocity. That strange, negative energy emitted from the meteor expanded to encompass Talon 4 in a night, as a spider weaves a web. And we know that dark energy to be Phazon, because the meteor was the very first Leviathan seed. Now we can break these. Why am I not sure if I can get the Hoy up there yet? I probably can. Uh-oh. Here we have a stone toad. Morphology: stone toad. Preys on creatures smaller than itself, vulnerable only from within. A stone toad is able to remain still for days. It preys upon creatures smaller than itself, inhaling them whole. Anything it finds undigestible, it regurgitates. Stone toads use their tusks as a last resort in combat. Vor creature. Oh shit. Okay. Mechanoid, incinerator drone, programmed for high temperature waste disposal. Device schematics indicate a high risk of malfunction when internal power core is damaged. Unit has a minimal combat programming, but can defend itself if necessary. This drone's intense heat blasts compensate for its lack of battle prowess. It can do nothing until it exposes itself. Gotcha. And there's our Morph Ball Bomb. This also allows us to have the Morph Ball jump back. There may be a button that does it. X, okay. Because yeah, I just remembered from like the Wii one, like you just flick upwards and it does it. But apparently if you press the X button, it does it also. Shit. But now we can break you. And get through here. Beam burp. Beam burp. Move it, Hunter. Go, 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 go. Come on. One more. Oh no, door's unsealed. Perfect. Entering the furnace zone, apparently. Spider ball track, we can't use that yet. Rewarded for our exploration. Oops. There we go. But now we can ascend the tree room. Some more ball bombs will get us past sandstone blocks. Damn it, so close. I should just wait until I get the space jump boots, let's be real. Bunk. If you get into morph ball when you're falling, it does negate fall damage. Just a little trick. Have to kill the war wasp hives again, shit. Forget that things reset when you walk away for too long. Pretty sure there's another one around the other side, but I'm not going to go back down for it. I'll deal with it when it comes to it. Yep. Oh, I didn't scan these yet. Morphology. Venom weed. Poisonous plant that retracts into the ground if threatened. Venom weeds evolve to thrive in the habitats of large organisms. They lure prey with brightly colored leaves, then detain it with tiny barbs that deliver powerful toxin. Venom weeds rapidly decompose anything that succumbs in their midst. They're tango weeds, but they hurt you. And so we fight Flagra. I can't believe we're here already. I forgot to scan this before. Flagra. One of Flagra's tentacles fills this narrow drainage channel. Analysis indicate that Flagra's central nervous system is located at the base of the structure. Let me just scan it itself. Morphology. Flagra. This mutant plant is the source of the toxic water in the ruins. Flagra's growth cycle has been radically accelerated. As a result, it requires near constant exposure to solar energy to remain active. This exposure has made Flagra's outer shell thick and durable. Its lower root system is unprotected and vulnerable, however. Exploit this flaw when possible. Concentrated weapon fire can daze it for short periods. quick. Did I get it? That should be it. Come on. One more. Why would you fall this way? Luckily it didn't matter. And so, no more toxic water. There's our very first suit upgrade. The various suits. So each suit upgrade gives us A, damage reduction, but B also has like extra functions as well. So for example, these various suit does allows access to areas of high heat. Gravity suit allows us free movement in water. And then the Phazon suit, which we'll get later, allows us to access... Oh, it also clears up visibility in water, because like, it looks very, very murky right now. But with the gravity suit, it allows us to see much more clearly. With the Phazon suit, allows us to touch anything that's like Phazon contaminated. Pulse Bamboo. Life form of raw energy. Periodically releases explosive segments. Pulse Bamboos are energy beings invulnerable to most known weapons. Electrical energy can harm them, however. They lack any intelligence beyond an instinctive attraction to other charged energy sources. Pulse bombies produce energy constantly. All excess energy is shed, regardless of who or what may be nearby. And we can't use the spider ball track, so we're just going to fall. Morphology. Oculus. Wall crawler that generates electric pulses. The oculus exposes its single eye when active. Electrical field that covers it is enough to deter most predators. If the oculus detects anything capable of presenting a real threat, it retracts into its impermeable shell. This is made out of cordite. Yep. Anything made out of cordite you can only break through with super missiles. Chozo script translated. The cries of this dying land echo in our ears as we Chozo watch the great poison seep even further into the living pulse of the planet. The dark energy sinks into the trees and waters, devouring all life. Peaceful beasts die by the thousands. Some creatures survive, but their forms grow as twisted and evil as the force that fell from the sky. Many of these mutated monstrosities remain small enough to do little harm, but others grow enormous, and many of these mutated threaten our very existence. One such beast defiles our sacred fountain, disgorging poison from its foul form, replacing pure, flowing water with cascades of creeping death. Even in the face of such horror, we Chozo do not turn in fear. We are all that stands in the way of this great poison, and it is our duty to contain it. Which is where we'll head next. But first, go ahead and head into the vault quick, because that's also going to take us to where the energy tank is, and then we'll fall back to here, and then go to Magmore Caverns, and that's probably where we'll end up stopping for the evening. Which, honestly, is right on target. Actually, I'm going to get to Phendrana first. Which is a little bit further than I was planning on getting this evening, but I fucking love the Phendrana drifts. There's some Chozo script here. A new Chozo lore entry has been downloaded to our... Oh, apparently I didn't scan this before. Chozo script translated. The future is a vague thing, ever-changing and always in doubt. Even if we Chozo could gain the ability to foresee the future, it would be a hollow gift, for we could never hope to control what is yet to occur. The fountain is an example of this. The day may come when its water dries up, and there's nothing we could do to stop such a tragedy. But we do know this. Unlike the uncertain flow of water, the power of our will is strong and enduring. The will of the Chozo will never run dry. So for those of us who may not be particularly familiar with like Metroid lore, the Chozo are who gave Samus her power suit in the first place. They adopted her after the space pirates had destroyed the colony that she was living on. Ridley himself, the big dragon, killed her parents. But the tribe of Chozo here would likely fall under the category of the Thoha, which is words that we now have from Metroid Dread. But the Thoha were the more peaceful and like research-oriented Chozo. I suppose there might even be a separate word for them here, since like these ones even like completely chose to like forgo technology. Let's fall back to that elevator. We'll work our way down to Magmore and then proceed through to Phendrana. We likely won't get too far into Fendrana, just given the time. But I do definitely at least want to get there. But yeah, the Chozo are big bird people, which is why all of like the statues and things look, you know, like this. In Metroid Dread, we actually get to hear Samus speak Chozo, which is fucking cool and something that I did not expect whatsoever. Save just to be safe. Oops. Scannable Beast. Morphology. Grisby. Subvolcanic carrion feeder. Carapace can be breached by missiles. The Grisby's carapace has been fused together by superheated air. This barrier stands up to everything but concussive blasts. Its intelligence is limited to instinctive scavenging patterns. I can't double jump, but I sure did try. Morphology. Burrower. Tunneling insect predator. Similar to the beetle, though it spends more time underground. It seeks seismic disturbances, then surfaces to attack. It has enough cunning to realize when something is too large for it to handle. Beyond that, it is fairly ignorant. What it lacks in brains, it makes up for with aggression. Magmor. Fire-breathing serpent that dwells in lava. Magmors prefer extreme heat zones and are susceptible to frigid attack forms. Sightless, they navigate the lava currents using their sonar receptors. Magmors have a keen sense of smell, enabling them to pinpoint targets with startling accuracy. No ice beam for us yet, though, so gotta do it the old-fashioned way. Morphology. Puffer. Unstable gas-filled organism will rupture on contact. Puffers fill their bodies with lethal viprium gas, and float about in search of food. If ruptured, the gas within the puffer is violently released. Despite their fragile bodies, puffers are aggressive hunters. The gas cloud they release on death is often fatal to the creature that brings them down as well. So fun facts for those of us who might not play Metroid games. The Magmor Caverns theme featured here is actually a arrangement of the Norfair theme from Super Metroid. The Talon Overworld theme that we heard when we landed, too, I forgot to mention, is a rendition of the Brinstar theme from the original Metroid. I think there's a Chozo artifact in that pillar, but I can't get it without a super missile. Morphology. Triclops. Hard-shelled creature with powerful jaws. The Triclops is a hunter-gatherer. It collects small creatures and bits of foodstuffs, then deposits them elsewhere for later consumption. The hard tripartite mandibles it uses to move earth and rock are quite strong and difficult to escape once ensnared. Damn it, it got me instead of the bomb. Once we can space jump, we don't really got to worry about these guys anymore, but up and until then. The puffers make such funny noises when they float. I never actually heard it before now. Listening with headphones does make all the difference, I guess. Should ideally be all of them. Missile tank. It's funny how much of this game is just muscle memory for me. My sister could certainly attest, but I used to play this like every single year when we were younger. One of my very most favorites. That's how we got in here, wasn't it? It is. So we don't want to go this way yet. So I think there's still something else down here. So of course that is just it. I really could have sworn there's an E-tank down here, but whatever. Guess I shut the door. Oh, it's not one missile anymore. Power bomb in here to get down there then, but we don't have power bombs yet. Damn it. Straight into the lava, huh? Motherfucker. There we go. Tank up there. Whoops. That was a little close. Success. If I can finagle it here, we'll just roll back the way we came. So I don't have to deal with that Triclops. There we go. That was awfully close. Roll, roll, roll. So we can't go there without the spider ball. Town Overworld West. I thought we could have Fendrana from here. I could be mistaken. Unless I've just taken a different path than what I usually do. I did. I will take that though. Can't really go through this way yet. Should have climbed the security tower. That takes me to Fendrana. Let's head back down. Good try. Ah! It's gonna hurt a little bit. Fastest way through though. Good try, but not today. Local crystal formations possess low phazon residue. They do have high value in the monks of Grandheim, however. Recommended for processing of crystal for that market once phazon operations cease. Geothermal power routing to the station is complete. Unstable magma flow is a concern. Remove tower from geothermal grid if fluctuations exceed safety levels. Immersion pistons are leaching power from the magma pools as planned. Geothermal power source is promising. Recommend Energy Command deactivate central dynamo and switch to geothermal power at once. Engineering tank, get. Vendrana, there we go. Texture of the snow is really pretty. I love this place. I love the theme for it. Morphology, flicker bat. Scavenger with optical camouflage that renders it invisible to the naked eye. Damn it. Flickerbats are deceptive creatures. The only way to track them reliably is with X-ray imaging. They fly ceaselessly, hunting insects and other small prey that float in the air currents. Flickerbats tend to fly in cyclical hunting patterns, using primitive sonar to navigate. They're relatively harmless as long as you don't bump into them. Wasn't sure that would work. Morphology. Crystallite. Territorial cold weather scavenger. The shell of a crystallite reflects beam weapons and can only be cracked by a concussive blast. They hang upside down on an ice cave during their arrival stage. Moisture runs off its body and forms a hard ice shell, which the crystallite retains for the rest of its life. However short that may be. Oh, cool. Fish. Missile tank in there, but we need to melt it, so we need the plasma beam for that, which we don't have yet. New personnel must report to the South Research Facility. Failure to report will be penalized by a 30% ration cut and extra duty. Western Temple is in Phase 2 lockdown. All projects are postponed. Under no circumstances are personnel to attempt access. All ballistic support personnel report to Research Lab Hydra. Lockdown Containment Plan 3A in effect until further notice. And we save here. Logbook entries are almost 100%. Holy shit. What am I missing? It's almost certainly a creature. No? Large missile ammo. It's after that. Let's look at the logbook for research. Or it's literally just power bomb ammo. I forgot to scan it. I need to make a note of that so I actually stop to do so. Yeah, there's somebody at Anthrocon who had a Chozo artifact, like, t-shirt. They didn't remember which artifact it was, and I didn't neither, but it was very, very cool to see. Damn it. We are, however, going to stop here for the evening, though, because I do have to work tomorrow. Boy, definitely made a bit more progress than intended, which is nice. All the way up to Vendronics, I planned on just stopping once we got to Magmore. But honestly, of the games we've had going on lately, this one will probably get through fairly quickly because I am extraordinarily experienced with this one. So I can get through it pretty quick. And then from there, we'll get on to Ghost of Tsushima. And then probably into some of the other shooter stuff we had planned, because I still need to get through Modern Warfare 2. Maybe I'll actually do that first, because that'd be pretty quick. But super duper appreciate peeps for tagging in, especially Stargazer, as per usual. But honestly, probably the next time I'll be on is Friday, but we'll have a decently long one there, see where we get up to. But for the meantime, I hope you have a good evening, and hope to catch you next time.